Welcome to No Man's Sky Permadeath mode, but we're actually not in Permadeath mode at the moment, we're in survival mode because what I want to do is give a big shout out to Randall Anderson, who gave me this tip on how to deal with bases. You can see here we've got a depot here which is also could be a Sentinel base in a mission, and that is now taking advantage of the low flight mode. So we're just going to circle round onto the base. Now what you need to remember is that if you attack with the photon beam, nothing happens. This only works with the phase beam. Slow right up like this, guys, and you can see here, look at that, come in here. No problem with Sentinels because you're actually above the surface. Just to show you the fact that you can actually mine from above. So, but what you need to remember is to mine, you've got to get in very, very close. I mean, mining carbon isn't quite so good, but where this really does come into its own is this. If you come in here, although beware that if you hit how much damage you can take if you hit the iridium blocks, but you can really make it. Not lost the iridium. There it is. So we'll have one more pass before we actually go to permadeath mode. But remember, you've got to have the phase beam, and of course you can really slow down and stop. If you hit it a distance like that, the best thing is to aim for the top, so that you can flip over the top like that. Oops. There, so we just get 179 iridium. So that is a very good tip. So a big shout out to Randall Anderson for that. It's something that does change the game dynamics, but wow, it is very useful. So what we're going to do now, guys, is I'm going to now flip back to where I should be, which is permadeath mode, so I'll see you in a minute. Here we are, guys, we are in permadeath mode now. I've just slipped into the base now. The reason I had to demonstrate that tip in my survival mode as opposed to permadeath mode is because if I show you here, Flying Brick the Second doesn't have a phase beam, which is a real pain in the neck, which we're going to have to try and fix as soon as possible by getting a new ship upgrade. And the first thing I want to actually do in this part is open the missions up. I do want to do this for the weapons research, because what I actually want to do is, if I come here, back to here, what I need to do is install a exocraft mining laser. To get that we need armandium, so I can kind of wrap the two things up. But at the same time, is what I would like to do is see if we can find any drop pods as well. And we've got a supply base over there, but we're going to have to use our exocraft to do this. But I think before I leave, I think what we're going to do is build a signal booster, if I can find one. Let's get a bit cluttered here, so let's drop that. Of course, the signal boosters changed in 1.3. They actually took off the transmission tower, and it says we got a drop pod over there with 4 minutes 13. Okay, let's get into the craft. Aroma, and the base is this way. So here we go, guys. It says 1 minute 17, so we'll be okay. Plenty of fuel as far as I know. Now again, there's one thing that you can do now, is you can transfer to and from the exocraft, but what you need to remember, guys, is that you can transfer items to the ship, but if you want something from your exosuit or back from the ship, you've got to use this, which is a pull. That was a new feature that was introduced with update 1.35. It's going to be very, very useful, but also bear in mind that range counts, that if you get too far away, I know I've just passed some resources, guys, but I want to concentrate on this mission. Yeah, if you get too far away from somewhere, like a ship or something like that, you still can't do the transfer. It's not an unlimited one. You can also transfer up to your freighter, or to and from your freighter, and I've just crashed into teach me to talk and drive, won't it? Okay. Lucky this is not a time-based mission. Where is the... Ah. I don't believe it. As he drives straight into another hole. What's the base? There it is. And of course, what I'm going to do this time with this is exactly the same as I did last time. We're going to just do a sneak in raid and run away from the actual Sentinels. Yeah, I know, I need to build that. No. Okay. Get over here. Nice to have the signal booster here. Okay, bye. Okay. We're not actually getting the heavy. Yep, there's the tier 2 one kicking in. I could. They were just going to run away. And that counts as the destruction of the base. Hopefully we will have enough momentum to 905. Oh, we need some. Because I can use this to demonstrate a highlight sheet. So we're too far away. Okay, we have to. Sentinel force deactivated. Let's get some iron. So I'm now too far away from my ship. Get some iron, so we're gonna have to mine up some iron in order to make up some carlite sheets. And of course we've got some arrow bulb, which also shove that. Let me scan this. It's got a secondary element of platinum, so set that to the ship so we can gather platinum at the same time. I'll be really, really glad to get my mining laser set up, but we don't have to do this all the time. I think what we will do when in doubt, when the Sentinels show up, just move off. I don't really want to fight them at the moment. Let's get a bit of plutonium to restock. Can I actually? Don't want that. Right. Carlite sheets. What I actually do now is go like this. No, not enough resources. Okay. Can only build one at the moment. Great. We got a bit of iron here. Yeah, I'm taking a chance here, guys, but I think it's going to be worth it. Right, got it. Off, you've gone red. Let's find somewhere a little bit quiet, maybe at the top of the hill here. And back in here. And this is what I was saying, is see where it says craft more. We put the cursor over here, get 2 straight away. It says 39 out of 50, so we're going to have to find another. I mean, I could go back to that base, but we've got a mission to do, so it probably won't. Nah, I'm gonna have to clear that one first to find the next base, so a bit inconvenient, but plus there should be some goodies there, so let's get back to here. Maybe if we go up here. There's the drop pod over there, 1 minute 58. We're certainly going to go and check that out. See the damage we've done. Or we could probably pick up the remaining resources here actually. Pick up the plutonium. So we'll grab the waypoint as a save. So I'm going to have space, we can set that ship. And could certainly do with suspension fluid. Not a big fan of suspension fluid, but it all helps. Full. Send that to the ship. Of course, what we can do is this. Just drop into the roamer. And oops, didn't mean to do that. Can do now is come in here, click on an empty space, and pull that to make a bit of space. So we can now use the roamer itself for storage, which is going to prove very, very useful. Let's just sit in here. Throw away the rusty metal, found no use for rusty metal at the moment. And we got a Waking dagger. Right, I think what we are going to do is 2 are damaged on this side, so I go over here. Okay, I'm just gonna leg it. That should be far enough. Should now be able to. Ah, at last we've now got the mining laser. Drop pod is 1 minute that way, so let's go and get the drop pod. I say I would like to get this mission out of the way in this part, but the drop pod's a little bit of a bonus, so I think we can pick that up. Oh, there's nothing. There is nothing whatsoever wrong with expanding your inventory. What I'm going to try and do is keep out of the holes in the ground. Get a bit low on fuel. It's the power canister. There we are, just to demonstrate it, guys. Get in here. Look at that. No more problems with fuel on the exocraft. I mean, once you've got the mining beam, the exocraft becomes the ideal way to explore and gather resources on a planet, because you can literally wander right across the surface. think we can do that. Looks like there's a big wad of plutonium over there. We'll go and grab that on the way through. Obviously, drop pod is over there. There we are. Here we are. We are on the drop pod. So we'll grab the waypoint so that we can clear it. And just have a quick check. We've got a little bit of space here. Suspension fluid. Okay, send it to the ship. Might as well use it. I suppose I can always sell it or get rid of it. Electron vapor, right? That's the one that I'm after. Well, we've got a little bit of space in there anyway, so. Yeah, electron vapor is the one that you're really after from those Atlas canisters. It saves a lot of resources to recruit it. Okay, spend 10,000 on that. Because that will now give us extra. Need to upgrade my multi-tool. Say I do need my ship. And we've now got 14 slots in our inventory. There's a bit of zinc there, not quite a lot of zinc actually. We'll grab that. Here we are, back to our base, all kitted out, ready for survival, still recovering from those hits that we got, so I say we're definitely going to have to replace Drunk of the Second. What I might do is go up to actually go up to the ship to find out, or not the ship, the space station. Some plutonium, got some. Okay, got some electron vapor in here, so we need to pugnium. Got thamium, so store that in there. Okay, let's go and do the mission. Well, first thing we're going to do is drop a save, so that we don't lose this, and talk to our armor, see what he's got to offer me. My preparations are almost complete. Soon I will purge myself of my old life and all my old attachments to commit fully to what I must become. But even if I remember nothing, I must know, traveller. Have you retrieved the transmission? The transmission must contain the system been sent. It would seem a matter of a great deal. Say that you have. Oh, this is the mission to do. The technician tells me that he's going to clean his mind and prepare for the holy task before removal of thoughts who should know what happened to his family. This is the end of the mission that I did in the last part. I've forgotten all about it. Tell me of my spawn. I have waited so long. The technician was expecting to intercept a message from his consort and spawn, but instead I discovered that his family had been killed, murdered by other Vakeen in retaliation for his heresy. As they stand before me, expectant and nervous, I do not know whether to tell the truth. Now, you can tell the truth and say that his family is dead, or lie his family is happy. It doesn't really make any difference. I've tried both ways in various experiments, and leave me, traveller. I'm very prepared for death. Thank you, friend, for what you have done. When we next speak, I will be reborn. I think there might be a cooldown period on this. Oh, no, there isn't. So I am reborn without attachment. I can focus now. Focus on what I must do. You will require a mining beam in the days to come. Okay. And I think what you actually do is run through this. Have changed info. Salt me. Oh, I think we're rerunning through this because I didn't have the mining beam. Capable of happiness and grief, now care about the cult, the supposed purchase. Asked me to build by promising a craft for me a blueprint for the new nomad rate. Will change. I must be. It has to, traveller. Else this will be everything that you have done. Been for nothing. Some of these are quite verbose. So just get this mission done. You have questions, interloper. Ask me what you will. McKean stares at me, evaluating every moment, which makes me uneasy whether I've been trying to do. Nothing there. There's nothing there. Ask about their plans. The Null. Who's the Null? Ask about Null. Traveller, know that my race face once more first more than just warriors. We are explorers, defenders of the worlds, before the Sentinels, before Hirak and his great folly. Oh, so we're getting a little bit of lore here. Untold centuries ago, two Vakeen approached the great monolith. Hirak and Null, battle brothers, swore to deliver knowledge to the people, but in their jealousy Hirak lied and murdered his brother Null, claiming that they and they were alone knew the righteous path. Null's followers fled, killed almost to the last warrior, but there were those who never forgot. The cult of Null attempts to uncover the truth that was lost. We seek to restore the crimson truth and heal the hearts of the ignorant. You participate in a great work, traveller. History will remember your name. So there's a little bit of lore there, guys. If you have questions, Interloper, ask me what you will. If every moment makes me uneasy, whatever they're trying to do, what happens, waiting for their... Ask about their plans, okay. There is a hidden secret in the heart of history, traveller. A crime that has gone unpunished for far too long. The keen people have followed a false idol for centuries, debasing themselves in endless slaughter. If I can prove that this false god, the Hirak, is nothing more than a murderer, we shall save souls. Wow. Okay. Oh, got here at last. You have built the mining laser. I hope you enjoy working with the Vakeen. Technology, nothing refines. Yes, confirmed it's been built. And we've now got a Neoman. Extract deuterium from the planet. Witness the art of the great mech priests. Soon as a mystery of travel and lives are spent in solving it, we should do our part. Needs me to gather deuterium, a hyperdense material that can be only extracted from exocraft mining laser. The technician will use this to upgrade my exocraft signal booster. Okay. So I don't have to build the Nomad base, which is good because there's no real reason for building a Nomad base on this planet, simply because Nomads are really best for water planets, so you can skim across the surface. So okay guys, sorry about that really long thing. So hopefully this guy might be not so chatty. I have detected them. Their eyes are upon us. We have done it, haven't you? Are you summoned them? Yes. I am sorry, Interloper, will not be able to assist you in your fight, but I am here weak. Take the photon blast blueprint and build it and prepare for their arrival. Okay, that's a positronic ejector. They approach, but before the final fight, I have another task for you. You need to be strong to serve. I need to be strong to serve you. There is a substance, an offering freely given to the young of their elders that may restore me. I spent many years enmeshed within the harvesters of my organs, sacrificing the enzymes of the fleet. I am glad to do this. We need not repeat such a format. Enzyme remembrance found on Vakeen daggers should be enough to heal me now. I think I've got a Vakeen dagger, so that should go quite quickly. Whatever sacrifice Aristotle has made for others, they do not appear to have reaped the same benefits in old age. The Vakeen body is scarred, their speech laboured. I cannot imagine they will survive another year. The armor requires Vakeen daggers. Okay, let's accept the request. He appears relieved. They say nothing, but they look at the hope behind tired eyes. And yeah, we've got a Vakeen dagger. Hopefully it will be dagger singular. If I find out. I'm afraid in Sloper I feel my end approaching. I am not strong enough. I know I should have faith, but the nightmares, Interloper, the things I have seen, the crimson eye behind my eyes, the wound upon the world. The Vakeen grows silent. They appear trouble. Assure them. You are worthy, Interloper, I will admit. God, have I got to talk to him again? Oh. You've not been idle in my absence. I've crafted a photon accelerator for your ship. Give the daggers. So one dagger's good enough. Takes the dagger and plunges it into his own arm. They immediately revive, their spirits restored. And we've got an infrared knife accelerator. Wow. We are now ready into the Sentinels are here. We should be out in the stars to meet them. The days shall be glorious, brothers, as it's been before, and we shall to be again. Makes me with pride. I've seen the power provided in them for renewed purpose. Of this I am glad. But placing my word under threat and getting me to summon so many Sentinels for pointless battle when I am back, I will need to speak to the armourer about the future. Warns me that multiple Sentinel forces have been arrived in orbit around the planet. I must defeat them. I'm going to decline that at the moment, guys. Simply because I don't really want to take those guys on. Let's actually see what happens if you decline a mission. That was the... yeah, return to the armour. Oh, I got an info knife there. Gathered Deutronium. Of course, we got to do Copyright. Now, I think I will do the Copyright mission, guys. There should be some creatures running around here. But I think maybe first let's tidy up our inventory. Ship is full of junk. We got that, could probably go back to the plenty of iron, got some zinc so we can fight battles, but don't really want to fight battles in this ship. Pugnium. Okay, let's don't think we actually need ship. So suit. Okay, let's try the. That certainly makes maintaining inventory a lot better. We'll shove this in just in case we need it. I can't remember offhand if I actually need it, and be some pull the Pugnium across as well. I could go into there. Again, I don't think I actually need it, but you never know. And a little bit of iron. Now, this mission to get Copyright is best when you've actually got resources that have a mixture of Copyright and iron in them, because of course I can't find any creatures. I just want to demonstrate this, guys. It's a bit of Entrium there. Maribulb. Sorry, I keep saying Entrium. I can't remember what. Don't think you built them. I think the ship weapons technology. Yeah, we've got the infrared knife accelerator, the positron ejector, and the cyclotron ballista now all ready to be installed. But I don't particularly want to actually install them on this ship. I want a decent ship to do that. Okay, creatures, yes, on there. What you've got to do is this, and then what you have to do, actually you can see on, and then you have to follow the things around. It's a really painful. Okay. Okay. And then you get little lumps of this, which should be Copyright. You get 1 per creature, so you can get 6. Now I'm going to do the rest of that mission off camera, guys, because it is a very tedious mission to do. I mean, if you can find resources on the planet that actually how can you explain? If you can get the resources on the planet itself with this combination, it's a lot quicker and nowhere near as tedious. But as I say, I will finish that off camera. Oh, looks like it's dropped another one. Okay. Oh no, that's again, that's one of the annoying things, is that they drop it, you collect it, but then they don't. It doesn't actually disappear. So it can be a little bit of a pain in the neck to do. What other missions have we got? Collecting coprites, deutronium. Okay, let's do the deutronium. Got the mining laser. Now, deutronium on planets, there's always normally quite a lot around, but it's not a uniform. Oops, I've just gone over a zinc plant. I think I've got plenty of zinc at the moment. Yeah, with deutronium, it kind of hides itself in plain sight, is probably the best way to describe it. Oh, what's that? And of course, the advantage with the mine. Oh, that's just iridium. Iron. Carbon. We'll grab a bit of that. Oh, I just so love having my mining laser. Okay, this. Carbon. That's iron. It just makes gathering resources just so easy. Okay, got a little bit of space. Might as well top that up while I'm looking at it. Is that up? That up. Oops. Okay, that looks a little bit like deutronium. No, that's just a plant, top of a plant. Okay. Ah, that looks like no, that's iron with plutonium in it. I would gather. Scan. No, I've certainly got. Ah. That's iron again. Okay, guys. So normally you can find deutronium everywhere. Obviously, that's iron. Well, we need a little bit of iron anyway. Never nothing wrong with collecting iron. Right, guys, it's taken me a little while to find it because it's obviously on this planet. It's actually looks like a rock, and it's actually these here. So we're just gonna gather some of this stuff. So we're looking for rocks with like mushrooms out the top of them. Ow. And we don't get much for it, so that's going to be a little bit of a pain in the neck. Okay, there's some more over there. Luckily, it looks like we've got quite a crop here. I'm just going to mine out the deutronium. I think we're just going to do this, guys, and then that'll be the end for this part. I've lost complete track of time. I'm going to grab a bit of iron. Probably say inventory full. Right, we've got 23 deutronium. So we're just going to mine out this. And a bit more obviously in this on this planet. As I said, deutronium comes in all sorts of shapes and sizes. It's almost like the deutronium deposits are procedurally generated. And there's another one, should be another one there. And the locations vary as well, guys, considerably. As I say, this one seems to be on the lower levels. Sometimes you get ones that look like plants. There's some deutronium in here as well. Sorry, Mr. Sentinel. I mean, we're certainly going to be exploring some caves in the future. That should one more of these, and maybe one for luck. Mining laser's getting a bit low. Wow, very hard rock. Hands have gone to sleep. Just gonna be believe there's a bit of a source of barra bulb here. Let's grab the barra bulb, get it in my inventory. Might as well stock up on that so that I can deploy an exocraft when I need it. Get some quick runs there. And as I say, I'll just gather this and then we'll make our way back to the base, and then that will be the end for this part. Ooh. Some over there. Let's grab that. Okay. And of course we'll get a little bit of plutonium. And that. And that. Right. So. There's the exocraft. Right. I will see you guys once we get back to the base. Here we are, guys. Time to drop the save, because of course the exocraft doesn't auto save, and we exocraft technician. That's actually the guy upstairs. Hello, Mr. Exocraft. Of course, he's going to give me tech. You have brought the Deutronium Traveller. Cape signals out there. Give him that. And of course, it's going to require Deutronium to build the signal booster. I can guarantee it, guys. Give the technician the Deutronium requested as they work with it. I examined the station. The Baron is now lacking floors of personal equipment. I cannot help but miss the way that they were before. For all this newfound efficiency and focus, the flaw on individuality forever gone. Drowned within the great purpose. Oh no, it's just Carlite sheets and okay, so you're gonna build that up. Take the signal booster upgrade when it is constructed. I have something else for you in compensation for your work. We've been analysing your exocraft telemetry. It's to my previous incarnation that you provide the most basic in exocraft weapons and upgrades. The gift of the keen, for I was an acolyte and it was not polite to withhold firepower. The technician requires me to craft an upgrade for my signal booster. Okay, accept the request. Okay, should be able to do that. I think I've got plenty of iron. So let's. Wow, my whole ship and everything is stuffed up. Well and truly. Let's top that up. Let's use the carbon to free up some space and a bit more plutonium. Okay, let's all Carlite sheets. Put the booster down here. So Carlite sheet build 3. Recommendation, guys, don't do things like this first thing in the morning. And there we are. Booster built. And turn to the technician. So let's go and talk to our exocraft technician again. Sorry, this is dragging out a little bit, guys. Blueprints for your weapon upgrade are ready into labor. You have improved the scanning. Yes. Technician gives me a blueprint for a weapons upgrade, but as they pass them to me, an alert begins to sound on their terminal. The search is almost complete. A scan has found something. Right, so we need some deutronium. Mount the exocraft upgrade. That you choose this world of all worlds is to make your home out of infinite impossibilities. Did not think it possible. My scans have uncovered the truth. Now itself visited this planet. We shall uncover their final words. Use your upgraded exocraft signal booster to locate this planet's abandoned structures. Bring me the nanite clusters contained within, and I shall forge a new acceleration module for the trials. The clean claims that Null, the namesake of our cult, has once visited the planet. I cannot know if this is true. I walk through the worlds and ruin the wonder of these peoples, of their obsession of the past and hatred of that has torn them asunder. I wonder what the future might hold, and the secrets might echo out through the hub of creation. It requires nanoclusters to initiate the final they have an okay. Read carefully. Now I'm pretty sure that if I probably talk to this guy again, I've got nanites, so I might be able to do this mission without actually leaving anything. As approach the technician, deep thoughts. Crisscross. Find the lines that crisscross the world current and ask about the lines. They are ley lines, traveller, energy streams that fuel the structures of many worlds. It is my belief they show me what I ask. Okay. I think I will do the mission, but I will do that in the next part, guys. I've gone on far too long. I think this is where I'm going to wind it up, guys. We've got here, so exit craft, return to the technician, waits at the terminal, get up there, weapons upgrade, return to the armourer. I think that's there, and of course we need to do some copyright. I will do the copyright off camera, guys. You've got the gist of it. It's basically feeding animals, running around waiting for them to do their business, and it's pretty boring. And unless of course you find a planet where you've got us copyright as a secondary resource in a plant, which I haven't got here, so I'm gonna have to do it the original way. But I think this is where I'm gonna leave it, guys. Hope you've enjoyed the video, hope you found it interesting, and again, I'm just gonna finish with another big shout out to Randall Anderson for his tip on mining from the spaceship. So on that note, guys, hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.